want to say to you that it is not bad luck, it's a curse. And we have situations that come before us that we challenge and that we go after. We're going after this job, we have money, all these type of situations that come after us, and it just appears to be where it is just bad luck. Well, I want to say to you that bad luck is actually a spirit. In this particular spirit, that when it comes after you, it has a reason, it has a responsibility when it comes after you. That spirit called bad luck. It's not just bad luck, but it is a spirit, meaning that it has intelligence. It knows what it's doing when it's coming to attack you. So when that energy comes to attack you, it's coming for a reason, it's coming for a purpose, and that purpose for when it comes has a lot to deal with, number one, your genetics. That energy of bad luck, that curse, that spirit is never met, because when we say 4 generations, we're talking about people from the 1400s, 1300s. You don't have a clue of who those folks are, but what they carried was assigned to your genetics and it came to you. That bad luck could be money getting away from you. That bad luck could be your body doesn't want to heal itself. You have an injury, and in that injury you have, it's an injury that stays with you, that linger, all these type of things that go on. So when we're dealing with these type of situations, we have to learn that we have authority over these scenarios. And that's what I'm going to share with you on tonight. In sharing this with you, we're going to understand with purpose how to break what is common them, our grandma and them. These are ways that that situation has came, and the reality of how it sticks. It sticks with us through that area of agreement, but also through our heart. There are issues that affect us where we don't have the intelligence of understanding how to deal with it. That's right, we don't have the intelligence, because what we're talking about is something that's beyond our understanding. When you're talking about this area here, it is an energy that travels down. It is a spirit that travels down. And when we say this, you may have a negative spirit, or you may know people that have a negative spirit that they travel with. And what it does is it brings something to us of low self-esteem. It brings us to a place to where it's. And so when we're dealing with that area there, we're a generation right now, we're in a season right now, whereas we can break these areas. We can break it. And that's what this is about. I am coming in as your supernatural coach to give you instructions on how to break this area. But before we break it, what we want to do is identify the problem. That problem, when it comes in, has nothing to do with you in the majority of the circumstances for what we call bad luck. It comes from your people, number one. It also comes from things that people said to you, that you received, that you believed. But here's the thing. You didn't believe it in the head because you were strong there, but from the neck down, your body grabbed onto it. And when your body grabbed onto it, it gave the energy of bad luck a legal in our lives. And if it's not working in our lives, if we're not having a situation where it's working for us, then that means we're on the side of losing. We're on the side of decay. We're on the side of lack. We're on the side of low self-esteem. That happens with all of us, because I don't know if you've been to the casino before, all right? Most of us have. And you will see people that's there that's on a losing streak, and you can tell by their body language. And then you can see people that win, but for whatever reason, they're searching for the defeat because they continue playing. They may say, oh, my luck is bad. I can't kill nothing and nothing won't die. Look what they're doing. They're bringing an affirmation of negativity. They're bringing an affirmation of low self-esteem. And another area is they're in a place where they're hoping something is going to happen for them because they don't have a revelation of how to bring the success through other means. It's a learned behavior. It's a behavior that gets into our emotions. And so next thing you know, we're now chasing something. We're also moving in fear. We also have anxiety. And that energy of bad luck is hovering around us. It's hanging out with us. And in hanging out with us, we find ourselves where we're chasing our tail and we have no victory. We don't have anything going on for us. So what we have to deal with is exposing this problem, exposing this enemy. That enemy came through genetics. That enemy came from a word. That word that came to us can be also recognized as a spell. Access to do that. We have the capabilities because your words are very powerful. You have the ability to bring blessings and crush all of these things after you get the revelation of what I'm saying, what this spirit is, and getting it off of you. Once that area where I'm calling as bad luck is off of me, I now have authority over it when it comes to others. When we're saying is that you're talking about a spirit that is of no prosperity. That's what we're talking about. So when you're not able to prosper and you're moving in this area, what are we going to do? We're going to have to identify the problem, understand how it got there, and what gave it the legal right to be in our life. When we recognize what gave it the legal right to be in our life, now we have the ability to destroy it. That destruction becomes a part of your life. What happens now, the door is now open to prosper. The door is now open not just for you to prosper, for others to prosper. And we have to have the understanding and evidence of what this prosperity means. In this season, one of the most important parts of prospering is going to be in your health in this season. Because we have this thing where people are losing their lives on a global area, and that itself is an epidemic. Well, if you have authority over these situations and you see that is happening, you now have a blessing to eradicate those diseases, those sudden deaths, and you're able to move into it, whereas you have authority from the throne room, from heaven. We're talking about this genetics. Let me tell you how we're going to destroy it. We're going to destroy it, and here's my key now. The biggest key in all key, you got to destroy it with a blessing, all right? And the blessing that we're going to destroy this enemy called the curse, called poverty, low self-esteem, all that travels with this spirit of bad luck, is going to be with the ultimate blessing known as shalom, known as peace. And as we're destroying this curse with the blessing of peace, we're now positioning ourselves to have authority and victory when it comes to others. Now, here's something that you're going to see. We're coming to a point where we're understanding the wealth of the wicked is here for the righteous. How are you going to get it? If you ask a lot of people, how are you going to get this wealth from the wicked? There's really not an answer or a strategy. There may be a biblical answer that we heard from somebody that you can sow and get it, or you can give to your pastor and get it. But I'm going to tell you that's not practical in this hour, because there's going to be people outside of that institution, those four walls, that are going to be participating in this economy, and the wealth is going to be looking for them. And they don't belong to anybody's church. How is that possible? It is possible because of the strategy. The strategy is a gift. The strategy is a gift where you have authority. The strategy is a gift where you have authority over that type of energy known as bad luck. That bad luck could have came from somebody casting a spell and did against you, going back to childhood. And you could have forgotten what that act was that came at you, going back to childhood. And not only that, let's just keep it moving. Because what's happening now, it could be something that you've done, forgotten about, and you find yourself in this atmosphere called karma. And the karma is producing the bad luck. And every way you turn, there's a word called zugzwang. And so that means when you go left, right, whichever move that you make, it's a bad move. Like Jeffrey Osborne said, every time I move, I lose. Next thing you know, he's back in love again, right? So that point of every time you move, you're dealing with this issue. I'm speaking this blessing to be upon you, and we are rebuking it right now. We're getting it up. Because like I said, one of the areas here is this. When you are dealing with this area, one, we could see what's happening when your money is getting away from you. We can see when you're going after certain situations, whether it's in your business, it could be gambling, it could be your addiction to drugs or whatever, you're opening up that atmosphere. It's there. So now that we know how it gets there, we're going to utilize this blessing of peace to bring in what we call forgiveness. This forgiveness is here, and the forgiveness is destroying the works of the enemy that's in your life and breaking this curse off of the next generation. This curse off of the generations that you're connected to, them, your grandma and them, your aunties, your uncles. That energy is up. Whenever there's a family gathering, now that you know that you can listen to their challenges, you can see what they're going through, you can have a conversation that allows you to have authority to break what they're dealing with. This is that hour. This is, I can tell you right now, I am so excited about this season that we're in and how we're breaking these areas here. Let me say to you that, and this is what I'm asking of you to do, make sure you join our tribe. Make sure you subscribe. Also, I want you to look in the description of right beneath. And when you get to that description, you're going to be able to go to the part of called Haunted to Heal. And we break that down to a breakthrough of Haunted to Heal. So for those of you on YouTube, we thank you for being on here with us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Here with you, TikTok. So here we